interested to see what people are reading and what they feel about it? If yes, this video will be a good watch for you because I'm going to tell you about the books that I read in the last month and also the books that I'm planning to read this month. Hi guys, I'm Manpreet and I make book related videos on this channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing and turning your notifications on so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. As I told you, it's my TBR come wrap up video. Let's get started with that. Book number 1 that I finished reading last month was What Was My Fault by Aziz. Now this book was sent to me for review. I have done a full review of this book, which is something I'll link down below in the description, so do check it out. The book is by an Indian author and the book discusses a social cause which I haven't read about in many books, so I was really impressed with this book because of that reason. It's a very short novella sort of book and I kind of enjoyed reading it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I do feel like that the book got 1 extra star because of the subject it discusses, which you find out in the end of the book, so I cannot disclose the subject, but yes, I gave it 4 out of 5 because of that reason. Second book that I finished reading last month was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. Now I have a full review of this book coming up as well and I really loved this book. This is like my second book by Agatha Christie in this year and I absolutely loved this one. I loved how the narration was, I loved the characters and I loved everything about this book. The mystery part was also amazing. I would totally recommend it to you guys. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Review is coming up soon, so do wait for that. Third book that I finished reading last month is After the Funeral by Agatha Christie. Now this was a gift by Harper and I also reviewed this book. I'll link down the review. Was like, why are you talking to the camera and not to me? But yes, I also loved this book as well. I have reviewed it. I told you already, repeating because of my dog. But I totally love the mystery portion. It's quite different from how The Murder of Roger Ackroyd is, but I love both of them. This book is more heavy on the characters, character descriptions, which is something I love. So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars and I'm really excited to read more Agatha Christie books because the first one that I read for this year, it was like, okay, Agatha Christie book, it's supposed to be good, but okay. But these two are like, wow, I need to read more Agatha Christie, so I'm quite excited about that. Now, I know it's like very less according to what I used to read or what I usually want to read in a month, but I have started reading more books this month, but I could not finish them. I was busy and moreover, I read these books, half of them, and then didn't complete them. I do plan to complete them this month, so these are like my TBR / wrap up both. So the first book in that is Go Set a Watchman by Harper. Now I read the first book, To Kill a Mockingbird, and I loved it. And I started reading this one and I was absolutely loving this book as well. And then a review happened. I came across a book blog and I read the review and that was like, this book is not that good and all. And I know I should not let myself get affected because of that, because I do not really like to I do not really like to make my opinions on the basis of what I read in book reviews, so I really like to read it on my own and then decide what I feel about this book. And this book proves why, because when I started reading this book, I was really loving it. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. I was loving the entire book, and then I read that review and I was like, I should pick up some other book, and that's what I did. So it's sort of like disappointing, but I will finish this one because I feel like this book deserves a chance and I really want to read more about Scout Finch. She has become one of my favorite characters in books and I really like her. I really want to read this book, like finish this. I have read half of it. The second book that I read half in the last month and I'll finish reading this month is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. Now this is one of the very popular books in India. I would not say that this is exactly by an Indian author because I think the author is an NRI and not really an Indian citizen. I don't know. I will tell you more about it when I review this book or when I finish reading this book entirely. But for now, I totally love this book. This book is about this guy whose name is very weird and he kind of starts hating his name and hating his roots. And this book is written so beautifully. I was like, wow, this is how every Indian writer should write. Because the real vibe of Indian people or Indian places, Indian culture comes through this book. And even though I have read quite a lot of Indian books in my life, I do not think that most of the Indian books accomplish that thing. That is why I was very much impressed with this. I could not finish it because of the next book that happened, and I'm just hooked to it, so I could not finish this one. And the last book that kind of messed up my wrapper, because I could not finish the last two books, because I was like, I cannot read any other book except for this one. It's It by Stephen King. I got this book and I was so like charmed by the size of this book. I haven't read such a big book ever in my life, and I'm so excited. It's like, you know, most of the times when you are booktubing or when you are just book reviewing regularly, you are like, you are happy about the fact that a book is 200 pages or 300 pages long, because then you have a big chunk of books to show to people that I read this much. But when you have a book for almost 1400 pages long, you kind of, you know, stay behind. But a book like this is like heaven for the real book lovers. The way Stephen King writes, the way he has built this story. I have read like 240 pages of this book so far, and I am loving it. I am reading paragraphs again and again, and like, it's just so amazing. I have been taking notes. I will review this book if you want me to. I absolutely loved it. I am absolutely loving it. So this is the third book in my September TBR, and sort of last wrap up. I started reading it in the end of the month, so I would not say that, you know, it's like, it doesn't have a very big font, like it's small font, so I'm happy with my progress with this book as well. I did get interrupted by a call, but I think I showed you 6 books. If I didn't, let's just forget it. So those are the books that I plan to read and I have read in the last month. I have been like in the mood of thrillers this month, so there are some books which I am planning to read. Let me quickly tell you about this book. First one is Golden Prey by John Sandford. I do have the copies of the books, but I put them in a box, locked them. I'm not taking them out. But yes, Golden Prey by John Sandford. I have heard amazing things about this detective thriller kind of story, and it's all now also available on Amazon. First time I introduced this book on my channel, it was not available on Amazon, and I was so disappointed. But guys, you should check out his novel, his Prey series. There are like about 20-30 novels, and not all of them are connected. Golden Prey is the first book, like it's like the latest book, so I am very excited to read that one. Then I want to read ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. Like, very much in the mood to read Agatha Christie. Then I want to read The Whistler by John Grisham. Then I want to read The Hollow by Agatha Christie. I kind of want to finish all the Agatha Christie books I have so that I can buy new ones. And I also want to read Murder on Orient Express by Agatha Christie. After that, I'm just listing down the books I really want to read, baby, because I do not want to do a TBR next month, maybe. But yes, after that, I want to read Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. I have been hearing great things about this book over and over again, so yes, that is the one. And then I will begin with Throne of Glass by Jhumpa. Yes guys, this is the mix of my TBR and wrapper. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I know a lot of you have been asking me, Manpreet, where are your videos? I know, I'm really sorry about that. I was like in a sort of blog. I just didn't like the vibe of my videos for a while, and that's why I was not making videos. That's why this background is back again, because I felt like this will make me get inspired to make more videos. So that's why it's here. I'm really sorry about that drop in the frequency of videos, but it will be back. There are so many awesome videos planned, so do keep checking out my channel, and I'm really sorry about it. Please forgive me. Please. Yes, that's it for today's video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications on and give it a big thumbs up. Inspire me to make more videos, please. I'm already inspired and motivated. Self-motivation is really important, but at the same time, I love it when you guys like tell me that, Manpreet, we want more videos from you. It just makes me like, it just fills me with a lot of energy. So keep doing that. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Manpreet signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.